To this now, police in KwaZulu-Natal says security will be bolstered for the UMkhonto WeSizwe Party's first-year anniversary celebrations set to take place tomorrow at the Moses Mabhida Stadium. Thousands of supporters are expected to fill up a 56,000-seater stadium in Durban. The party has indicated that it will be bussing in its supporters from all districts in KwaZulu-Natal. Sandile Swana, political analyst, now joins us live for this. Sandile, when you and I spoke earlier and the network cut on us there intermittently, I'd ask you the question why the celebratory theatrics of a one-year anniversary matters. And you were beginning to make the point that it is perhaps important for the political psyche of the MK supporters to create an environment of feeling victorious. Why is that?
The most straightforward answer is that the MK has got a difficult situation. First of all, they pitched themselves to say they'll get 2/3 majority. Then eventually, when the results came out, they'd done very well in KZN, but they are not in power. They are not in the cabinet in KZN. And there's a lot of beating about the bush. So they need something to keep the spirit of victory in some ways alive, even though it's clearly a long road before they can get into the cabinet in any way. So that is the psychological aspect of that. And as I've said earlier on, that needs to be buttressed with very serious on-the-ground work of building proper systems and the institution of the party, voting district branch level, branches at what level, and so on and so forth.
Importantly here is that the MK party has seen a lot of changes in its political leadership at the top, sometimes at a whim's notice, or perhaps at whatever the temperament of its leader, Jacob Zuma, is on any given day. That's created, one would assume, a lot of anxiety amongst those who are in leadership positions in the party at various levels. How do they chart a way forward from a year in political party existence around the structures and institutions and culture of the organization in ways that it feels understood, familiar, and comfortable for those that support it?
The MK party has awarded a lot of sweeping powers to Jacob Zuma in his constitution. The leaders that have joined the MK party, whether they are Floyd Shivambo, Mkhwebane, and many others, have agreed that, basically in many ways, Zuma can slaughter them as he pleases at any time, or cull them, if you like, as he used to change sometimes a finance minister overnight or over the weekend, and kept many of the senior positions in the state when he was state president vacant, and fired competent people. So in terms of the personnel of the party, certainly you must be a person of a very strong stomach to build a career under Jacob Zuma. The public, the voters who support Jacob Zuma, these are people perhaps who have a very high risk tolerance, who are given to precarity and uncertainty, because things that involve Zuma, they swing about, they just swing about. That is the problem.
Is there a way that you can imagine the MK party to fashion itself beyond the image and imaginations of Jacob Zuma? I mean, he is a senior citizen. One would imagine that he would want to hand over a party to young leaders who are able to carry it forward. But that would require a party that is able to be inherited by younger leaders who understand the party to exist beyond the personality of Jacob Zuma. Is that at all a possibility in the culture of the organization?
Zuma has got a messianic mission, and he believes that these younger leaders cannot be trusted. Sooner or later they'll be killing each other for positions. He's mentioned this publicly himself. So these ones have also agreed that they don't trust themselves, basically. So Zuma, as an elder figure, is the one who has got wisdom that the others don't have to manage them. But we have experience with Jacob Zuma. There is going to be great storms. Zuma has got, out of all the politicians in South Africa, he is probably the most gutsy chap in terms of just courage, fortitude, determination, and all that goes with it, to the force of personality. So that is what MK is about. And for as long as Zuma is in good health and he can run it, he's going to run it his own way. And there's no such thing that there's a young man or a young woman who's going to do his own thing over there.
Yep, we're going to have to leave it there. Sandile Swana, thank you so much for your insights this evening. Really do appreciate it. Sandile Swana is a political analyst.